Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to go out and we're going to cut the scapes off of the garlic. And Mark has something really fun planned. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut the scapes. And I'm going to give them a little bit of a boost. And then I'm going to hand you over to Mark. So hold on and we'll get to that footage. Okay, I'm not 100% sure if you can see these, so I'm going to turn this view screen around so I can see it too. It's time to work on these scapes on the garlic, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to snip them off. Now these are the seed pods that they're putting on, and what they do is they trigger the bulb to swell and store extra energy and stuff for over the winter. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these off, and we're going to take these in the house and do something fun with them. But as soon as I get all of these cut, what I'm going to do is come through and put some fertilizer on them. That way they get a boost and the bulbs will go ahead and swell. So, not sure I worded all of that quite correctly, and I may be a little bit off in it. It's been a busy morning, I might forget something. So maybe Mark will help me out if I missed anything big. But I'm going to turn the camera off and put a little break in here, and then I'll do part of the bed. That way you can see it being done, and Mark can speed it up. So hold on just a minute, and I'll get to work. I bring these over and show you I got all the scapes cut, and I'm going to take them upstairs, and we've got something planned. It's going to be a whole lot of fun for those, so I'm going to set those aside. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give the garlic a nice boost, and I've got some Miracle Grow liquid feed here. So I'm going to go get the water turned on, the camera turned off and moved, and I'm going to give these guys this whole bottle and give them a real nice boost. So next time you see me, and probably Mark, because I think this is one of his absolute favorites to do. So the next time you see us, we'll be up in the kitchen. So give me a minute and let me get these guys boosted, and we'll be right back.
Alrighty guys, at this point you're stuck with me. So guys, in order to preserve my wife's good name and her canning by the book, she usually follows the USDA things and the ball canning guides, but we're going off the reservation here. So guys, we're we're going to go ahead and can these scapes up, and we hope you enjoy that part of the video. But we can't go on until we mention that, guys, we have hit 30,000 subscribers. That is amazing. I know it's a small time to some channels, but it's big time to us. So, guys, we really appreciate it. We couldn't do it without any of you, and we couldn't do it without the support of our friends. And one of them is going to find himself mentioned today. This is our first video after hitting 30,000, and I want to thank Keeping It Dutch. Sean and his wife Brandy over there have been super supportive of us. We've really enjoyed getting to know their family over the years, and guys, he is cranking out some awesome family-oriented vlogs over there that are just great. They're a little bit longer, and they're fun to watch. It's a great way to get off the boob tube and just enjoy some good, wholesome family fun. So, guys, if you would, if you are not subscribed to Keeping It Dutch, which I can't imagine, but if you're not subscribed to him, guys, what I'm going to do is at the end of the video, I've already shot the outro for the video, so at the end of the video, though, you're going to see pop up in a corner a link to his channel. If you guys want to go over there, check him out. If you haven't before, subscribe. Tell him we're Bumblebee Junction, and you guys are the Swarm, so tell him the Swarm came over there to wish him well and subscribe to his channel and check him out. But we couldn't have got to 30,000 without his help and his support, and we super appreciate it. So, guys, not going to say too much more. We're excited about hitting 30,000, but we're even more excited by getting in here, canning up some garlic. Alrighty, guys. You got me here for a little bit. I'm going to be working on getting these scapes processed, but we're just cutting them like green beans, about the length you would for snap beans. We're using all the bottoms that Tina cut for us here this morning. And we're going to keep just the top, and we're going to lose the top up here. So it's a little thin. That'll start to break down in the canning. But we'll cut them like green beans. We'll get them added to the jars here. I've already got several scapes in this jar, so a jar will hold lots of them. But we'll get out here. We'll get in the kitchen. We'll show you how we're going to get them canned up. But for right now, we're just cutting these scapes, and we'll get them into the jars. We're just cold packing them in the jars right now, and then we'll show you what we're going to do with them. Alrighty, guys. We've got all our garlic scapes cut up here, and we've had them on some ice for a little while we were working on another project. But it's time to get them canned up here. We're going to be doing a little rebel canning and getting off the books a little bit. So don't do as I say and don't do as I do. But if you want to, this is how we do it. So this is not a how-to video. This is how we do. So I've got my jars out here. We got some vinegar out here. We got some spices and stuff we're going to be working with. But the first step is going to be to run them through the strainer here and get these jars cold packed. So we'll get them out of here. We'll get them rinsed off, and then we'll get them put in the jars here. Here, let's get you a good look at what we're dealing with here. Almost like green beans. But we're going to get these ready to go. We'll get them rinsed off. We'll get them in the cans, and I'll bring you back and show you what we do next. Alrighty, guys. We've got these garlic scapes cut up, rinsed, put into the jars, and packed pretty tight. We ended up with 16 pints. We can run 18. I've got a couple of pints I'm going to run for another project Tina's working on for another video, but we'll include those in the batch. So we'll have 18 in the canner, but we've got 16 pints of scapes. We have a big gallon freezer bag full of scapes that are chopped and ready to go in the freezer, and we're not sure what we'll do with those yet. We may dehydrate them, we may freeze them, we may throw them all over the garden, who knows. But anyway, we're down to these 16 pints, 10 of which I'm just going to do regular. We're going to add half a teaspoon of salt, and that is all we're going to do for them. Now these 6 here, I've got a brother-in-law that likes spicy food and he likes pickled food. So we're going to be adding 4 tablespoons or a quarter cup of vinegar. We've got our vinegar set up back here, just white vinegar. We'll add the same half a teaspoon of salt. We're going to be adding a full teaspoon of red pepper flakes, a half a teaspoon of dill seed, and a half a teaspoon of mustard seed there. So let me get this all added up in the jars while we get some water boiling to can them, and I'll bring you back and show you what that looks like when we get done here. But we're going to make some regular ones with just salt, and then we're going to make some hot and spicy dilly garlic chopped things. So anyway, we'll bring you back. I'll show you what that looks like after I get the stuff added to them. Alrighty guys, as you can see, we've got our salt added to the regular ones. Those are just going to be straightforward. We're just going to can them with boiling water and salt. But we've also got our spicy ones here that we've added the vinegar and red pepper and all kinds of good stuff too. So I'll put that recipes in the description, or I'll flash them up here on the screen. But there's where we're at now. We got water getting ready to boil, and we're real simply, we'll just bring these up to a 1 inch of headspace. We'll cap them off and get them in the canner. So guys, hang on for that, and I'll bring you back and show you a little bit of that. Alrighty guys, we got our jars out here and we got our water boiling. I'm just going to show you a couple of these because it's really kind of simple, but we're going to use a funnel. We'll just watch real carefully here. We'll bring these up to about 1 inch of headspace, bottom of the funnel. We got some lids here. We'll go ahead and wipe the rim of the jar here. We got a little bit of water and vinegar on the rag. Wipe the lid of the jar. Water's pretty hot. Hot. Throw a lid on there. We'll throw a ring on there, just finger tight. But we'll go through it again. We're just going to use a funnel. Then we're just going to bring it up to about 1 inch of headspace. In this case, it's pretty convenient to use the bottom of the funnel. I don't see any air trapping in here. Not a real big deal with small round things. But you can always bubble bounce them. Or you can use your bubble wand. But we got an escapee. It flew into boiling water, so it should still be okay. This is rebel canning, not pretty canning. Still hot water. We got a lid on there. We got a ring on it. And guys, we're just going to work our way through the other 14. We'll get them in the canner. We'll bring you back when I've got them all loaded up in the canner and ready to go. Alrighty guys, we've got the canner fully loaded. We've got our 16 jars of Garlic Scapes, and we've got 2 jars from Tina's other project. But since Tina's other jars require 75 minutes of processing, they have meat in them, we're going to go ahead and process these for 75. Now, green beans you would only do for 20 minutes, but a garlic scape is a lot denser than a green bean anyway, so I think they can hold up to the 75 minutes of processing. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to bring this up to, we're going to get a lid on it and crank it up. And when it gets a good head of steam going for about 10 minutes, we'll go ahead and put the weighted gauge on it. And then we'll wait for that button to pop up and the gauge to start dancing. And when the gauge starts dancing, we're going to run them for 75 minutes. So we'll bring you back when we get to that point. But that's what we're going to do for them so far. Alrighty guys, we've had this canner cooling down, and we've had the lid open on it for about 10-15 minutes here, and it's time to crack it open. So we'll go ahead and take the lid off of it. You hear the jar sealing as we open it. we'll get one of these out here and take a look at it. See what we come up with. Look real good. They floated up some. Get that up where you can see it. We'll let these cool down. They'll settle down. But I'm going to go ahead and get these out of here. And we'll show you what they look like once they're out and cooled down a little bit. Alrighty guys. We got them all out of here. Let's give you a look at them. These are the spicy ones here. You can tell by the mustard seed floating in them. Got some spicy ones up front here. Got the regular ones there in the back. They all look really, really good. I don't see any blowouts or boil-outs. But that is canned garlic scapes. And we got Tina's 2 jars out. I'm sure she'll tell you about her adventure here in another video. But guys, that is how you can garlic scapes. Alrighty guys, that's about going to wrap it up for canning up some garlic scapes. And we have preserved Tina's reputation for doing by-the-book canning by stepping in and handling the rebel canning ourselves. So guys, I appreciate you taking your time to watch the video. And if you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. And leave any questions or comments down below. Please don't complain to me or call the canning police. That's just how we do it. It's not how you should do it, just how we do it. So anyway, if you like the content here on the channel, hope you'll subscribe. Down there next to the subscribe button is a bell. You ring that bell, that'll tell you whenever something else goofy is going on here at the homestead. But we're going to go ahead and get out of here. We hope the video finds you happy, healthy, and safe. And guys, we'll just catch you in the next one.